Hey y'all, it's Nay. Back with another message. So I know a lot of people get annoyed and irritated at times. Not like maybe not like that seriously, but they just be like, why do women always talk about men, or why is men always the topic, or why are men always talking about women? Why are we always talking about this same thing? They feel like it's the same thing, right? It's always memes about relationships. It's always relationship coaches. It's always people online speaking about relationships, and people are trying to figure out why, and I get that. And some people are to the point where they're like, why is this the focus? Like, I'm focusing on other shit. Like, I don't want to be focusing on that. Like, why is that always the main focus? Well, sweetheart, if something keeps being brought to you, if it's always being thrown in your face, maybe it's because you haven't actually got the key to that yet and moved on to the next level. Like, until you gain the knowledge that is needed so that you can understand what is being shown here, then you can easily move forward and you could get away from that, because there's usually people that's like, I don't want to hear about this. Why is they always talking about this? Women are always talking about men and always wanting a man. Why do they always want a man? Or why do men worry about bitches? Why do they always want women? And it's because God is trying to get us back into union as humans, period, man and women. God is trying to get humankind to get back on the track of working together, supporting one another, right? Building great partnerships, networking, connecting with the right people, all right? Using whoever you might need, but not misusing folks, right? So it's like, people got to understand that if something is keep being brought to your attention, you keep seeing the same type of videos shown on your timeline, or you keep running into people and they keep having these same conversations to you face to face, or anything, you're on TV or you're watching movies and shows and it have something to do about this, and it's just standing out to you, like, why the heck do this keep showing? Like, I don't care about no love. I don't want no girl. I'm not worried about that. I'm cool where I'm at. I'm focused on me, whatever people say, right? Understand that that's not keep appearing in your life for no reason. More than likely, there's a message there and you're needing to receive it. Whether you want to admit that, whether you realize it, you know, but there's some type of message there that you might need to receive. And this is why this keep comes back to your face. This kind of applies to many things, to be honest. Because if you can't pass that same test, you're going to keep doing that damn test over and over until you pass it, period. So in life, we go through tests and trials. It doesn't look like physical tests that we take at school, but you get the point. So if something is keep being shown to you, or if you're listening to prophets and speakers and stuff like that, and God keeps giving them these same kind of messages about this, right? Specific messages about union and partnerships and being with the right person and investing with the right people and working with the right people and starting a family with the right person and taking your time and getting to know people and understanding what love is and knowing what lust is and knowing the difference between the two and starting to learn yourself and being yourself and learning how, it's better to just stand out and not try to be like everybody else. And it's okay if you are someone that stand out and then you were pushed to go back into your shell and now you're trying to find yourself and get back out again, right? It's okay. That's all part of the process. But understand that until you clock that T or catch that message, caught it, you ain't going to get past it. You're not going to get past it. So you're trying to figure out, why are these folks, or why is my algorithm keep showing me these same type of things or videos or speakers or messages, right? Why is these words keep being spoken, or why you listening to the radio and they talking about this, or you're watching movies or TV shows and they're showing this, right? You having conversations with coworkers and they're speaking about this. You're meeting strangers at stores, Target, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, work, and they're speaking about this. People are talking about having happy connections in their partner, everyone is happy. Like God would do things differently. He would have it where some people are just talking about how happy they are in their partners and unions, and then you have some people who's talking about how they're wishing to have that. Like, I just want to find me a nice shorty, a good guy. I just want to settle down. So you can be experiencing where you keep going through this, where you're meeting these type of people. It's either the one where they're so in love and they're telling you all the goodness about it, and then you have another one that aspires to be in love. And you over here like, I could give a damn about that. I'm trying to move forward. But the thing is, if you're doing that, imagine how many other people is doing that. And there's a very big imbalance on earth right now within the humankind. We are not one. Humans are fighting against humans because we haven't all submitted to the fact that God created us to work together, to use one another, but again, not misuse. So you bring what you bring to the table, I bring what I bring to the table. And that's from everybody in this whole world. But because of ego and pride, right? We acting so prideful, like we're lions, like we're literal lions in a jungle. Or fucking jaguars or elephants, or like we really got this super big old power. The most powerful things humans have is their hands, because they're able to carry and shoot a weapon. Okay, because the mouth is powerful, but it can only do but so much. But when it comes to these earthly things that we have, like animals, baby, them words don't mean shit to these animals, baby, because your hands is the only thing powerful. You got to thank God for your hands, is the fact that you can even lift up the gun that you're going to use to shoot this animal, while this animal is using his precious hands to just shoot, to not even shoot, to get you and kill you, to attack you. Is using his teeth that God gave them. This is showing us that we were not meant to kill. We're not meant to kill. We have to go and search other objects to kill. You're going out of your way to sin. That's why God don't get jiggy with it. If we were meant to be like animals, right? If y'all men think that y'all were meant to be like lions and y'all king and y'all could do this and have this and do whatever, baby, where's your sharp teeth? Where's your claws, babe? You need some more pounds on you, hon. You a little bit skinny. Baby, you ain't strong enough. You feel me? It's the pride and ego from humans who think that they're so fucking untouchable or powerful. Then you have men that's even stupider, who think that their dick is a powerful source. You know, they still thanking God for the hands because they could use their hands to jerk off or whatever. But, you know, if you're not of age, you shouldn't be listening to me anyway. I hope I make that clear. Don't be playing me in front of y'all kids and stuff like that. I'm that friend you don't put on speakerphone, babe. Okay, now. So, you know, folks is happy that they got hands because they could use them hands. Women too. But a man, it's some stupid, foolish men out here that think that, you know, that dick is really that powerful. But the thing is, all them animals, males, they got dicks too. And them shit's way bigger than yours. And guess what? They way bigger. They could kill your ass with the things that God has given them. They don't need to pick up objects to defend themselves. They could defend themselves with the body that God gave them. And that is why humans will forever be small. This is why humans need to understand that pride and ego is only going to go but so far. We done figured out how to make weapons and attack and kill each other because that's the only way we could really feel powerful now. Right? You're scared. Someone might hurt you. Folks got tired of ass whoopings, so they went for the objects. And now we're here. So you have a lot of people that's very prideful, like they're an actual lion in the jungle or something. Like they really, you know, they about that. You dig? And it's like, baby, you need to humble yourself and look at yourself the way that God sees you, because God just sees you as a human being. And he's really, like, he be so confused about all the bickering and fighting and how we're not getting along with each other, because he knows how much we really need each other. That's the only way we can succeed is by using each other. We need your money. Like, what? Someone is giving you a product and they need your money in return. Like, we need each other. Where do you think the money is coming from? Other human beings. So God be so confused because he's like, you need humans. What are you saying? You don't want friends, or you don't want a partner, or you don't want a wife or a girlfriend or a boyfriend. You need that. That's how you survive as a human being, you dummy. The point is to try to find the best people that God has for you. The point is to really figure out the puzzle. Like, who is the people that God have for you? I got like 7 mirrors on my wall there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're hexagons. So 6 hexagons on my wall right here lined up. So maybe it's like 6 folks that God really had set out for you during your lifetime. From who knows, maybe you still got other people you got to meet. Maybe God has somebody on that list that you're not meeting until you're 60 years old. You feel me? But it will be like God will have specific people that he wants you to meet along your journey, along the path, right? You experiencing life and you doing things and accepting opportunities and going with the flow of things of the now, right? Acting upon the opportunities and things that is being brought to you now, because some of y'all don't realize, like, it's things happening right now. And now you're seeing and physically being presented to you, and you need to be like spiritually enlightened and hip to the opportunities and things that's being presented to you, because some of these things is things that you need to act on ASAP. You know, not all opportunities you got time to just wait all your life, right? There's always a deadline for castings and stuff like that. When we're submitting for these roles, for modeling, for acting, there's a deadline. We don't have forever to submit to a role and just think that it's still going to be there for us, and we submitting months or years later. It does not work like that, baby. It does not work like that, and human beings are not supposed to work like that. We are supposed to continue with time. We're supposed to be tending to the earth. That's all. Growing fruits and vegetables, selling them to one another, growing food, not growing fucking food, but yeah, growing food, that is food, but having a farm, you know, working together, building homes, having businesses, having stores, having everything that we need on earth. God likes inventions. Who do you think gives these people these ideas? Or you an idea? You might have an invention, or maybe you invented something and you're listening to me. Who knows? That's fucking lit. But like, we gotta stay in the flow of things, because you never know if you're delaying something in your life, like a big moment in your life, because you're not being aware of your surroundings, like your inner surroundings, or even the outer surroundings. Like, you're hearing people talk about stuff all the time. It's being brought to your face. You're asking God for signs. He's giving you, like, you know, subtle signs, and then he keeps doing them over and over, and now they're like repetitive at this point, not so much subtle. And it's like you're still a bit shaky, rocky, confused, and you know, it's showing him that, you know, men really are to be led by a woman. And I don't want men to get mad at me. I feel like only an insecure kind of little boy would get mad, because a real man is going to understand exactly what I just said, because they're going to know. Like, you need a woman. You need a badass woman on your team, bro. And you lit for life. You could figure out a lot of things with a woman on your team. A woman need a badass man on her side, and y'all are lit for life. Okay? As friends or as partners. And if you have a friend that y'all are together and, you know, y'all lit for life, but y'all not lit in the way that you could be lit with a partner, then your lit side is probably going to be with a partner. Because some people will have like these long-term friendships and stuff like that, which is cool and fine. But your life probably won't pop off or take place until you go to certain things. And then maybe you'll flip it. Some people are already in relationships and married, right? And then your life doesn't really take off until maybe you meet a particular person and y'all start vibing and y'all click. And you know this person was sent on your path, on your journey for a reason. Because someone is always coming in to add and make it better. Like, it's not like, oh, your life is shitty or anything like that. But God just wants us to keep growing, because that's why he has us here, to just keep having more human beings. But he wants to have the right human beings on earth. You feel me? With the right mindsets. It's all about your mindset. If you think foolish, you're a clown. If you think foolish, you're considered a fool. You get me? If you're going against morality, you're not the wisest person. And that's most times, like, a red flag. It's something to be dealt with. It's something to be healed. It's something to be tweaked. It's something to be talked about. It's like a quick fix gesture, because at the end of the day, God is able to heal us. He's able to take the shame and guilt and insecurities and fears, doubts, loneliness, sadness, depression, grief out of our hearts. He's able to fill us with things so that we can keep our mind on the positive, right? But it's up to you. It's always up to us. And I just heard that some people wish that God would just push them, because it's like, why do he give us so much free will? Why won't you just push me in a damn direction? Like, just make me pop up in this person's arms or something. That's how somebody just said it. It's like, well, if you want me to be with this person so bad, then just let them fall down on my bed or something. Like, you feel me? You're over it. You're not looking, searching. And it's like, it's not even about looking and searching, because sometimes when it's the right love, you won't really have to search that hard for it. I feel like it's going to be presented to you. And everybody's love get presented to them in different ways. But I promise you, the whole looking and looking and looking is more so like it will be presented to you. Like, when you figure out you love that person, the whole experience, everything, you will remember that whole first day. It will feel like this person was presented to you. Like, it will feel different. You will automatically shift. It'd be both sides that will shift to like becoming this, I don't know, like stepping up into like a better self, like wanting to impress one another, wanting to do what they need to do, trying to handle business. I don't know. It's just like that little spark that would just take off. And, like, it will really be shown by a man's actions how he wants to be there, like, moving forward, right? Because after that first time, they will have, like, an urgency in their mind about you, right? Thinking about you, wanting to be there for your needs, especially if you guys had a very good first date. A good first date with you guys being able to talk about a lot of things and just have a good time with one another, being open, being vulnerable and talking, or whatever the way is, the first setting, the first sit down, the first conversation, phone call, whatever it is that is significant in your life, because I know everybody don't have it like that or haven't had like a date. So like it could have just been simply a phone call, the first phone call, or the first time I saw them in person. It wasn't even a date. I just saw them in person, It's like I just knew something. I wanted to be there, but then I also felt like I wanted to be there in a way like I never wanted to be there for someone else. It's like a different type of care. It's like a switch. So, of course, some people, they fight that switch, or they might deal with this person, but then, other people is around and stuff like that. And then you might get lost in the sauce and blah, 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 blah. But the point is to eventually get back to where it makes sense and where it fits and where you're most compatible, where it's a good partnership so that you're able to increase the good stuff into the world. Because that's what we're here for. So up in heaven, I know they just be like confused to why we don't get along, or why we don't express how we feel to one another, or why people are jealous or hateful, because it's like everybody has an opportunity to be who they want to be and express it, even though we got like set laws and stuff, but like we're pretty much able to, some people are pretty much able to do whatever it is, even in like this time and in age in life right now. 2024 is very different. It's easier for people to make money now. If you have a phone, like people are just making money online easily and stuff like that. Like just thinking of ways. There's so many videos and knowledge out here to just get money and do things. So it's a bit different. So it's like God is just a bit confused to why we're not using these resources and coming together to really work together, because he does love, the goodness and the like all the skyscrapers and buildings and everything that they have built. God loves how talented and stuff the world looks from the humans. He loves it, right? He likes the hard work and everything. It looks good. He likes when people are maintaining his natural parks, his beaches. He likes when there's nice buildings and skyscrapers that make the world just look more inspiring and cooler than what it already is. Because to be honest, the world is already a freaking movie and unrealistic if you just think about it. Like, we have a sky. Like, what is a sky? Like, just going outside and looking up, that's already a freaking fairy tale to me. You get me? But the fact that we're able to add these amazing buildings and houses, and everyone's, some look different, some look the same, and we have this cute, just adding to the earth. God is okay with that, but he's just confused to why we got so much pride and ego that we hate one another. We want to kill one another. We don't want to love on one another. We don't want to, just be truthful and just be our own selves and not try to like make everybody be the same. Like, if we all start to just come back together and get with the people that we should be with, right? By like, just silently falling back or letting go of, the oldness, shedding the old skin, right? And just slithering your way through. You don't got to talk bad. You don't got to do nothing. You don't got to make a whole scene. But, you're slithering through to find the opportunities and the people that is on the path that God has for you, that you're supposed to be meeting. So you don't want to get caught up, right? So you don't want to be stuck somewhere entertaining people for too long that, God might have wanted you to say, hey, what's up, hello, inspire, uplift them, but keep it going, because they're not actually the people that he wanted, for your life, because he don't know how they might actually perceive you when he blesses you. So he really don't want you to be there that long. He wants you to keep it moving so you can meet the next person that's actually set out for who it is, for who you are and what it is and stuff like that. So it just really be about like trying to accept whatever changes and understanding that with these changes, you're going to become or be right exactly where you need to be. I think when change starts to appear, people get afraid that they're not going to be where they need to be, or, it gets you like fidgety and you're like panic. And I've got to a place in my life personally, y'all, where like I've learned how to handle change so well this year. And, like growing is very, very big. Like, I don't think people give credit to like really healing and growing the fuck up. Like, people always talking about heal, heal, heal. What is heal, right? Like, what is healing? Heal. What does it mean? And you hear so many people like, you need to heal. I know I say stuff like, y'all need to heal or heal. But like, when you're really healing old wounds and like growing the fuck up, that shit is major, because there's people that's like, their money is growing, yeah, but mentally they're fucked up. They're unhappy of shit that they did years ago that they still haven't let go. Or they're unhappy about life choices that they made or they're still living in guilt, they're still living in shame, they're still living in what ifs, or if I should have just did this, or I should have just said this, or I should have went here. And it's like, you gotta like shake that shit, bro. We gotta start shaking that shit and just start moving when we're being led to move, for real, for real. Like that's just how I'm gonna end this. Like, just start being aware of what's being presented to you and why it's being presented to you with everything. Like, any job opportunities, is this a bullshit ass job opportunity that's just trying to distract me right now? Like, and I say distract because if it's something that you're not really enjoying and you really want to like go deeper in, or something you're passionate about, for real, I feel like it's a waste of time. Like, if it's something that you're doing to get some money, get your money back up, cool. But when you start to settle in that, and you forget that you were just supposed to get your money and dip, then it becomes a bigger issue. Y'all get what I'm saying? Because the point is to work, yeah, so you get some money, and then you can start funding whatever it is that you're passionate about and you really want to do. Because usually what people be passionate or really they be want to do, it consists of a little bit more, right? So you can easily go get an easy little, warehouse job, a fast food restaurant job, a customer service job, work from home, whatever, right? And that's fine. Work that for a year, work that for 2 years. And then get your ass out of there and start doing something that you actually enjoy doing. You know what I'm saying? Start using the money to flip it, to invest in yourself, so at least you're happy. Even if you're not making, money off of your investments yet, but at least you're doing something that's making you happy. So now you're going to appreciate that job a little bit more because it's funding your happiness. So now you'll be grateful. You might start looking at the job a little differently. Now you're educating yourself on the system, right? The whole scale of the job, what happens, the roles, who's this, who's that, who plays this, what's this job. Now you're educating yourself. And you're understanding that this job is just for this time because my plan is to do this so I could become this and do bigger and become here, right? We're not supposed to just be at these jobs forever. We got to get the fuck up out the way so the next people can get in, learn what they need to learn, and then they get out the way. It's supposed to be a cycle. It really is. Like, it's so many people on earth. People need to get a chance. It's so many people that want the job that you already have right now. Like, let it flow. Let it rotate. It's fine with me. Ain't no tripping over here. Ain't no tripping over here. I hope y'all get me because this thing is kind of deep that I'm speaking on. Everything be deep that I be speaking on, if we being honest. I'm just a deep soul. I don't like shallow. Shallow. I'm crying. That was so funny. But yeah, y'all. So back to my original, when I first came in, about, you might be over it, but just change your perspective of why this keep being presented to you, because maybe yourself is trying to tell you something. And maybe you need to pay attention to the signs that are being delivered to you. Because even in the signs, they would tell you how to react, because maybe you're seeing the signs, but you don't know how to go about a situation. If you listen and you pay attention clearly, confirmation, you're going to know what to do and how to say it through the signs. God will give you like specific instructions. He will make it a bit clear. Like, he will tell you exactly. It's like he's not going to just keep telling you or having you watching things or things being presented to you or people keep talking to you without someone being there that has true counsel and is going to give you the game of what you should do. Literally, the whole full step of what to do. It's up to you to catch it. Like I said, you got to catch it. You got to clock that T. I'm crying. All right, y'all. Catch y'all in my next video. Bye.